Hi there, my name's Tyler Royke. Welcome to my channel. I'm here with my 2010 Porsche Cayenne GTS, and I've sort of got some news to share with you about it. Well, you see, I kind of took a deposit on it, so it's officially sold, unfortunately, or fortunately. I guess it just depends how you think about it in terms of my channel here. But nonetheless, I'm here taking my final drive in it, since again, I have taken a deposit on it, and it officially leaves my garage here in the next day or so. I'm also going to share why I sold it and some thoughts on what's next for the channel going forward, and also share some clips of the final drive with it, which I want to enjoy with you. So why sell the Cayenne GTS? Well, quite frankly, this has been the best daily driver I've had really in the past, crazy to think, 12 plus years that I've owned automobiles now. This has been the best one to daily drive in terms of comfort, even in terms of reliability over a short period of time. I mean, it's never left me stranded. Crazy to say, it's never left me stranded over 40,000 miles. And the only car I've come close to putting that sort of mileage on in that time frame was my Audi A6, which also never left me stranded. So had a great run with those two cars in a row. And for me, quite simply, this was a dream in high school. This was my dream SUV because this came out when I was in high school. Up until that point, I guess if you want to know the real story with it, a good friend of mine had a 2006 Cayenne S titanium edition. It was guards red on tan with black inserts, beautiful car. But I got to ride around in that while I was in high school, and I just remember the sound of it. It had an aggressive exhaust when the revs got high, had a lot of power. It was a ton of fun, and just to ride along with that, I got an experience of what the Cayenne was. And I had never been in an SUV that, you know, had that sports car sort of appeal to it. I realized that's what the V8 Cayennes were. And when the GTS came out in 2008, I just loved the aesthetics. It was even more mean and aggressive looking. It had the big front grille, and even a meaner exhaust note, even a little more power, big brakes. I loved everything about it. And at that point in time, while I was in high school, you know, 16 years old, it definitely appeared out of reach to me. But you know, as years went on, the vehicle depreciated. I started earning money in real estate, and I finally realized, you know what, I could get one of these as my daily driver if I looked for the right deal, if I wanted to find one. And sure enough, I did 2.5 years ago. And now that the time has passed and I've had my experience with it, I've had my fun with it, and while I still like it today, I realize the cost of ownership going forward for the experience I've had with it, it's just not worth it for me to continue driving this on a daily basis. It's time for me to move on. I enjoy keeping a car like this for a couple years, but that time's gone. And if I look at what I'm spending to own this and drive it, it doesn't make sense for me to continue doing it on an ongoing basis going forward, because cumulatively it costs me about $950 a month to own and drive this vehicle, which you'll see in another video that I made breaking down that cost of ownership. Because I don't know about you, but I don't know if that sounds like a high number to you or not for a second-hand Porsche Cayenne GTS, but reality is, for me, I find it to be a high number, and it comes down to the maintenance cost to keep running a high mileage German car. It is what it is. It's a Porsche. It's gonna cost money that you have to invest to service it, to maintain it. But again, if I look at that $950 a month and the opportunity cost, even if I decided to get another car for it, I mean, I can get another sports car. I could get another American-made supercar at that point. And so if I did go the car route and got something else, I think I could have fun adding another supercar to the collection and alternating it as a daily with the Corvette, because quite frankly, I'd have a ton of fun with that, and I think it would be the better thing to do for my channel. And that's sort of the next point with it is, while my #1 video on this channel so far has been that of the Cayenne GTS, I don't believe this is a vehicle that is going to take me to the next level with what I'm doing with YouTube. And honestly, no vehicle will. It's all me and putting the work in as far as creating the content, giving the attention to detail with it, responding to you when you have something to share. I don't know if you noticed that, but I do respond to all the comments, especially when they're positive, especially when they're productive. I like you positive people, so keep up with the comments. I want to connect with you through what we both enjoy, which is cars here. But fact is, it's going to take me. No car is going to do that for me. However, I understand as well that, there's cars that you connect with more people through. I mean, the Cayenne's a great car, but the fact is, a lot of people that own these, they're not as into cars as, say, someone who owns a supercar, someone who owns a Corvette, someone who owns a Viper. And that's just a theory, at least. But I think while there are a lot of people watching videos on the Cayennes, I think the audience and the potential reach is wider and more vast when you get something more in the supercar spectrum, like my Corvette, which I think the only reason that the Corvette is not my most viewed car on the channel yet is just I have not made enough videos with it. I think as time goes on, I believe it will get more traction. But that being said, if I look at the cost to keep running this on a monthly basis, I think it just makes sense for me to flip the next page, understand that I got to live my dream in terms of obtaining that garage I wanted while I was in high school. In high school, there were 3 cars I wanted. I wanted a Nissan Z, I wanted a Corvette Z06 in Jetstream Blue, I wanted a Cayenne GTS. I got my high school dream garage. Now I'm ready to flip the page to the next chapter in my life. And while selling this for the time being means that I'm saving what I was spending on it, I'm very happy with that. And I'm looking forward to, what I will do with that money next. It may be getting another car sooner than later. It may also simply be putting that money away so that I can put it into an investment that will allow me to continue to level up my car game. That's the thing. If you watch that video that I made, my hope is that it opens your eyes to the opportunity cost that is associated with having a payment like that, having a payment of $950 a month. I mean, you're making a trade-off to have that luxury, because that's something that could be compounding in time. But like I showed you in that video, that $950 a month that I paid to own this, it's not money I see back. I see very little back as a result. Cumulatively, it adds up to the point where by the time I sell it, there's not much left. There's not much that has grown for me. Whereas if I put it into an investment that was growing as an asset for me, it would have been something adding up. I don't want you to take that as me blaming the car for something or, saying it's a mistake. I mean, honestly, I got what I wanted, but I share that so that you understand that sometimes when you go for the best vehicle you can get in the current time, it comes at a cost of what you could have had in the future if you planted those dollars as seeds so that they could grow a money tree, instead of spending it right now on what you can get right now. It's delayed gratification so that you can get what you want in the future. If you followed what I'm saying there, leave me a comment, let me know. If you don't, if I lost you, let me know. I'll try to figure out how to clarify it more in the future. So that being said, no regrets with the Cayenne GTS. It's been a phenomenal car. These seats are the most comfortable seats I've ever had in a car to date, and it's truly a great vehicle. If you like these, if you've considered owning one, it's been a good experience, I'll say that. Just know what you need to budget for it. Be ready when it comes time to pay the bills for it. You'll be all set. But that being said, we're wrapping up the final drive in the Cayenne GTS. I'm obviously parked now, but the sun is setting and we're gonna take it on one last drive into the sunset. So let's go. You gotta see the sunset, guys. Just look at this real quick. There it is. Gotta love the Texas sunsets, y'all. Do we send it? Do we give it a little throttle? Let's give it a little throttle. Gotta love the sound of that V8. Oh man, I'm gonna miss that. And I know you probably will too, but the future is bright, just like that twinkling of the sun in the sky. I believe our future is bright here with this channel. The point for me doing this, it's not about me. To me, it's about us. It's about you and me. I want to connect with you through cars. I love cars. If I have a regret in life, it's that I didn't start doing this on a regular basis sooner. So part of my goal going forward, aside from the stuff I do with real estate, is to connect with more people through the thing I really love, which is cars, and to do it here in a big way through YouTube. So I want to continue sharing these experiences with you. It would mean the world to me if you would share that with me and hit the subscribe button so that we make it stay connected in the future. You don't have to watch all my videos. If you want to watch, you know, whatever one you see pop up that appeals to you, please do so. But, you know, don't feel obligated or anything. I just want to stay connected with you. I want to get to know more of y'all in the comments in the future. So please do leave me a comment whenever you have something to say or share, or something you enjoyed about one of my videos, and we'll stay connected that way. But that being said, thank you for coming on the final drive in my Cayenne GTS with me. It means a lot to have you here watching it with me and enjoying the experience to an extent with me. And can't wait to share what's ahead in the time ahead in the channel. Future cars, future experiences, future car shows, and a lot of fun by us sharing what we have to share here as car enthusiasts. So that being said, much love, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video.